Again, we are at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. The tip-off begins here. And the first possession is with the blue shirts. Apag, no time wasted. Jessica Apag, aggressive. And she gets the first basket of the game.
Once they got the tip, Apag was running the break. And she needs to get those touches early because she needs to match the output right now of Etang if they want to be successful.
They seem like they have a chance against their contender. And on the other side, Joanne Nagma gets the first basket here for the Tamaraws. Because, you know, we're used to seeing season 86 Kemi na talagang no one could stop her. As you see, Adeshina gets her first 2 points of the ball game. Etang goes down under. Kemi Adeshina, 4 straight points here in the opener. With the possession, she goes to Padilla. Chris Padilla pulls up for 3 and off the bank and in is Chris Padilla.
A little jab step to get her defender moving.
This streak of theirs, she pulls back, Etang attacking and gets her first basket in. An aggressive move there for Elaine Etang. Goes over to Amaya. Espanyol up, he couldn't get it in, gets her own miss. And the follow-up is good for Amaya Espanyol. 13-5 is our score. Apag wants to extend that lead, and yes, she does with that 3-pointer.
I love this energy from Apag. I was able to have a conversation with her pre-game talking about, you know, you need to step up. You have that Gilas experience under your belt now, so when you're in the UAAP, show it.
And for sure, I mean, once you reach that Gilas level, iba na eh, di ba? Parang gumagaling ka na talaga. And a lot of expectations, especially when you go back to your collegiate team.
Especially for her. She's had a lot of success in their last showing, but if Salvani is going to answer with a 3-point like that, you're going to have a good game on your hands. Averages, eventually the shots are going to fall.
Take a look at that after an inbound play. Cheska Apag just firing away. Padilla attacks. Padilla lets it fly, gets it in. Looks at the shot clock, 8 to shoot. Etang back to Mazo, same spot, different result. Basket is in for Kim Mazo.
I think what's more effective for Adamson is if they run the ball screen on the open side, which means they don't have a man in the corner because you're able to get another player peeling to the top, and that's the shot that they want.
Oh, but Shane Salvani answers right back. Let's take a look at that. Kim Mazo all alone, but good by Ornopia.
And it's a good read by Etang not to go too deep into the paint so that she's able to swing back out. And
Salvani trying to set something up. Vic Pasilang, though, puts matters into her own hands, gets the bank, and about 30 seconds and some change remaining in this opening period. Pasilang attacks at the Goho. Pasilang gets that basket in.
Good step through. Basilang has a lot of physicality to her game, so she's able to get her defender away from her to get enough space to get a basket.
Oh, but Bajo answers right back. Adamson taking good care of this lead. Espanyol pulls back, 6 seconds. Vic Pasilang up and in. And Vic Pasilang continues. Max. Good anticipation there by Cheska Apag, up and in. And a little stare down on Max De La Torre. Dependent the system is on their guards, especially kung may Max ka, may EJ, may Shane, may MJ, and the basket is in. Here for the Tamaraws, that's going to be on Pacho.
Pacho, I think, is a new addition to their team. I didn't get to play against her last year, so it's good to see that they have another big man contributing to their offense.
And as we mentioned, this is going to be a guard-heavy matchup. Right now, no FSAs on the floor as Kemi isn't subbed in. FEU, of course, without an FSA, but Cheska Apag all fired up here.
She is really feeling it, and she's not necessarily doing it just on her own score. She's getting the rebound to get easy baskets.
EJ Lopez couldn't get that in. Amaya Espanyol, the follow-up, no.
That backcourt duo of Apag and Etang is something I love to see They're really bringing that experience and that intensity here to Adamson today.
And Adamson is number 2 in steals and number 2 in fast break points. So this is the identity of the Lady Falcons.
And when you stay within your identity, that's when you get more success. So maybe the last 2 losses for them were because they were trying to do too much, right?
And Vic Pasilang continues her run here. She already has 8 points. Etang goes over to Apag, who was left wide open. Struggling from the 3 is Cheska Apag after nailing a couple in that opening period. Pacho. No. Amaya Espanyol mid-ranger is good. The Tamaraws looking for an open teammate. Yvette Villanueva stops the scoring drought and gives the Tamaraws 2. Amaya dives for that, goes to Shem.
You have numbers. Look to push the ball up the floor.
Shemaya Abatayo off the glass and in. Having a little bit of trouble crossing, but they get it across. Espanyol up and in, gets that one in. Maza goes to Agoho. Deflection there by Max. And Adamson hoping to stop the bleeding here. Etang.
Signature move by Etang with that floater.
Sino pa ba ang pamatay sunog ng Elaine Etang? Faulty pass there by Salvani. Mazo going underneath, but the block by Pacho.
Instead of trying to force it in there, use the whole shot.
Adamson, while they are shooting more because of those second chance points, parang it isn't as good as it can possibly be.
A bit of a scoring lull, so it's good to see that Limbago found her on that inbound play. They're putting the pressure and forcing you to put the ball on the ground.
Ornopia finally gets her first basket from the field inside. And we talked about how she's going to be important, especially because Kemi Adeshina seems like she's going to be missing this. But Shem Abatayo answers right back.
And now we're within 4 points. So if you're Adamson, how are you going to capitalize on this? You need to run your offense to a T and make sure that you get the best shot possible.
You can see kind of a sag there for Etang. They're daring her to shoot. Instead, she goes inside, gets her own miss. Jam Meñano now. And bank is open on a Sunday. Jam Meñano for 3.
Both defenders went under. They didn't respect her, so just take that shot.
Amaya Espanyol. 3 is good. Got it off the glass. But the answer right back here by Amaya.
Bring that lead way down from that 14 points earlier.
Apag now for 3. Cheska Apag drains that in. Another steal here for Apag. And Cheska Apag turns offense and defense. And it's just like something switched.
Apag got that dog in her. Getting that steal, even trying to employ the Pinoy step, but she didn't get her girl up at the right time, but she was still able to finish. Good extra pass out.
Apag's attempt looked good, but it's Munoz who cleans it up, and the bench of Adamson all on their feet.
And you can see her smiling. I'm sure it feels so great to have what could be her first point in her UAAP
as a
career.
rookie. Again, she is a lone rookie here for Coach Jed Colonia. Do you still remember your first shot, or at least your first game in the UAAP?
Nope.
I was expecting a sentimental story.
Not at all. Now the game has slowed down a little bit. Both teams are being forced to execute in the half.
Amaya Espanyol, corner 3 is good.
Now the game is within 6. You have FEU getting back to their ways of shooting well from the outside. So how is Adamson gonna retaliate?
Again, this is the best shooting team so far in the UAAP. Talking about the Tamaraws. Spajo wanted to answer back. Instead, Lopez has the possession. Amaya to EJ Lopez. No. Partially blocked there by Munoz. Quick release by Bajo, falls in.
A little mid-range, get the team going. Adamson hasn't really found easy shots at the basket, so something like that is good for their momentum.
Final minute and 20.
Here we go again with that zoom action here. And then we have somebody come through an elevator screen on the top.
Oh, Amaya Espanyol, back-to-back threes. Here in the fourth period, a couple of looks between these two squads. EJ Lopez changes that though and gives the first three-pointer of the final few sequences.
Yeah, they're really forcing Adamson to take shots from the outside, something they're not that comfortable with.
Bajo for three, no. Battle for the rebound, and Bajo, Etang attacks, pulls back, goes to Padilla, back to Etang, 6 on the shot clock. Etang gets that basket in. Espanyol to Manguiat, they go to Villanueva, 5 on the shot clock. Pacho off the glass and in. Goes to Villanueva. Yvette, soft touch there by Yvette Villanueva. Lead now for Adamson.
There we go with that little half spin.
Etang goes to Bajo. Etang step back three. Yes!
They need to be more aware of that because they're not getting a good shot off with only, 3-4 seconds to go.
Has the momentum. Etang, pull up J. No. Amaya takes it over to Pasilang! Big Pasilang comes up huge!
And now we're within 1 point. This is what we talked about off air.
But look at that. We were talking about how the guards are going to be the stars, but instead it's Amaya. And they couldn't get it off in time. And the Adamson Lady Falcons finally get their first win of the season in the helm of Coach Jed Colonia.